Hi, I'm Teresa Galasaurus. How do I look? We're gonna do a sketchbook tour. Apparently I started this in March of last year, so almost a year ago. And these were miscellaneous odds and ends that I stuck in here because I do little tests of art supplies and then I don't know what to do with them because I just have things everywhere. So these are actually after the fact of the sketchbook. I don't know why I stashed them in here. Oh, this is the start of a fun thing. I realized banana and manatee have a good overlap with banana tea. So I spent some time, not much, figuring out how would I design a banana tea before I came on this. Look at that plump, beautiful creature. I gotta finish this guy. This is a whole lot of ballpoint pen with no real direction, which is what most of my art is. I tend to refer to everything as doodles or glorified doodles because that's kind of how they feel, and that's fine for me. I don't always have things in mind as far as what to comment, because I could stop and like try to comment on every single one and be like, oh yeah, I was sitting in a cafe in a Park Slope working on these, but then I could just say nothing and you could enjoy the page turning sounds and nails on paper. That might be a thing for someone. Bookmark. These are inspired by the blue-ringed octopus, which is like an incredibly deadly animal. So let's figure out how to make it cute, but still kind of creepy. I really like object heads. More and more I've been using my sketchbooks as art journals, but not really art journals. I'll just scribble on everything on either side, and like I use a lot of watercolor when this is not watercolor paper. But I really like that kind of textured-y, well-worn look. Just kind of live in these. A lot of these tend to be bar doodles, or if I'm out at a party and I feel I guess more grounded if I'm sketching or doodling. I think this started as a self-portrait and then it went somewhere else. You could argue like everything I draw is a self-portrait. It just kind of reflects the mental landscape of where I was at the time. Ah, yeah, plant people. Oops. Ah, good. When you can rest your head on your own foot. What a sensation. I suppose if there's anything you guys are really inclined on, you can pause the video. Because I don't know what other people like in my art so much. Like, I'll draw what I like, and I'm happy with that. And it's always fascinating when I share stuff as far as what people respond to. So these two are a pair of doodles. This was when I asked my roommate Caleb to scribble, and then I turned the scribble into a thing. And then I gave him a scribble, and he turned it into this. And then later I went back and started to add some color to both of them. Meaty sock puppet. More meaty sock puppet guy. Oh, these are miscellaneous notes that are not actually by me. Getting to the part, I don't really remember what was in this sketchbook. Oh, there's some weirdos. Couldn't really tell you what was going on. I think I saw this pattern in like a Zentangle thing, and I got really hooked on it, because if you play on the direction, you get some really interesting forms. People often comment about how many eyes I draw, but I feel like there's so much you could do with this one simple form. It used to be all about three-eyed cats, but I met a curious creature this weekend. A bag with arms. This is Katie Beast's cat, Pilot, disguised as a bag, playing with my braid. Oh, now we're getting into some Inktober pre-sketches as I was plotting out what I wanted to do. Didn't actually finish this past year's, but that's okay. Each drawing wound up turning into like a mini painting, so I still got a lot of substantial art out of it. This shape was inspired by like the patterns of that foamy sloshy when you have a beer glass that's partially drained. And so I was seeing these neat shapes in the foam that look like faces. What a good pair of weirdos. Oh, I actually never finished this last page, but I tend to use the last page of sketchbooks as notes. So, thank you for watching. You could have watched anything on the internet, and you spent however much time this is watching me and my art. So thank you. Bye.